Ahoy salty dogs, Cap here, welcome back to the server. Today we're gonna start taking care of... Oh, there's no gravity on the planet. I guess because I teleported here. Today we're gonna start taking care of some shop things and see if we can't start up an economy on the server. We don't really have a lot of people. By the way, thank you so much for all the likes and support. And all the people who signed up to come play. If you want to play with us, you're definitely welcome. The details are on the Discord. There's a link in the description below. It's for patrons and Twitch subs. So feel free to, if you're one of those people, you can come play with us. Okay, but today we're going to concern ourselves with the shop module. So let's set up the shop module right now. It has no owner. And it's basically as if we just placed it down. So I did put stuff in the inventory, just like a storage block. You need to link it to storage spaces, which I think, yeah, mine are right up over here. So you've got to link your shop to storage to make sure that it has room to keep all of the wonderful things that you're buying and selling. Okay, so you go into the shop. You can go to options. The first thing you do is add And the first thing you do is add shop owner. Why am I not the owner of this? You should be the owner if you place the shop. Okay, but we're going to call it Lenscap, so now I'm the shop owner. And as the shop owner, I can do certain things like add the shop to the trade network, which is what I'm going to do. So now that our shop is on the trade network, anybody else who has a shop on the trade network can buy or sell things to or from me. Sort of. So before orders can actually be exchanged from shop to shop, you have to go to the set prices tab. And you have to, if you're selling things, you have to add sale category, you have to add sale. You can add price if you're buying specific items, and you can set what price you want to buy them at. Or if you're trying to buy basically everything, and then you can just go to add category. And so now, for example, like I will sell these things for this price until I have a stock of this amount, which right now -1 means infinity. So I will completely sell out of these items if somebody chooses to buy them all. And so this is the general category, but I think it actually contains everything. I'm pretty sure that everything is in here. This kind of scrolling through this list, yeah, it looks like it has everything. So I'm comfortable with that. So we'll just stock the general category. So now, basically anything in the shop, we will sell, and willingly. So let's add some purchasing categories as well. This way we can buy things from other players also. There's, what good is having, 2 million credits in our shop if we're not using them, right? We want to influx that money into the economy, get other people trading as well, and that's how we're going to make our money. You got to spend money to make money, right? But we're going to change a couple of things here. Now, I don't want there to be an incentive to sell things to an NPC shop versus my shop. So, so what I was going to say is I don't want to lower this basic price less than what you can sell an item to an NPC shop is. But I feel like for the convenience of selling it straight from your shop, not having to go to an NPC shop, and because the NPC shops are lacking in currency, it would not be unreasonable to go through and change all of these to something else, something lower, so that I could potentially make a profit. Like these, I don't want to buy these. I'm going to put them at 1. I have 171,000 of them. So I'm gonna go through this list and drop the cost of all of these by a couple of credits, not by too much, but, so that I can still sell things at a profit. It is about making money ultimately. So, that's what we want to do here. Cool. So for the most part, I just rounded everything down to the nearest credit. Some things I marked at 0 or at 1 rather. Most things though, I just rounded down to the nearest credit. So if you want to sell some stuff, I got a shop. I'm buying everything. I'll buy literally anything you have. Every item in the game. So, I need to add some more storage spaces. But in the previous episode here, let's go to the misguided assumptions. So in the previous episode where we were performing some nefarious acts, our ship got horribly damaged. And this is not a good spot to be in. So I got a couple things in my inventory. Actually I don't, all I have is my logbook really, but I'm gonna need the logbook. So our next task, let's sit in the chair and hop in our ship. And then what we'll do is fly up to the spawn station. Here it is. Right at this coordinate. And we'll take advantage of the shipyard that's there to repair the ship. I think I had a couple of different things, kind of different ways thinking about how I wanted to handle this situation. You know, do we just scrap the ship and build another one? But this is the misguided assumptions. This is my ship, you know, this is like my flagship. So, I think a better thing to do would be to repair it and, then scrapping it and building another ship. I think an interesting thing to kind of separate, you know, to separate our ships is to repair them actually in a shipyard instead of just like deleting the blocks and loading them all into a new blueprint and then going to get what's missing. Let's actually do a little bit of work and like a patch job. Like let's patch the sail with a different block, and where we're missing some blocks here, let's patch that with a different kind of block. You know, so it looks patched up. I think that would be a really cool effect. Okay, so let's head up to Botany Bay. Alright, so here we are at Botany Bay, and guys, the space on this server is huge. Space is huge. It takes forever to get anywhere. That was like 6 jumps. Yeah, so it takes forever to get anywhere. So the plan then is, we've got our ship docked in the shipyard. I'm pretty sure it'll save damage, like how damaged the blocks are through this. Oh, we need our HUD. And, I love my designs in here. Okay, so we're gonna place order. We're gonna deconstruct without a design, because I already have a design of this. And that's basically going to, take our ship apart. Once the ship is apart, then we can load a design of the damaged ship. Like I said, I already made a design of it previously. And, is this pulling? Why is that not pulling? Somebody must have been building something in here. 2 jump drives, ship core. I don't know. Anyway, I think this one is the damaged ship. Yeah, there we go. So from here, we can just basically edit the ship to, you know, however we want. So we can, oh, look at this. It's a stray block. I'm gonna have to fix that. We can kind of edit the ship to however we want. You know, in a shipyard, obviously, you have creative mode. If you've ever played this game before, then you probably know that. So I'm thinking we'll patch, because we don't really use a lot of gray hull on this. I'm thinking we'll patch the bottom with gray. Probably that will be... We'll probably return some blocks to what they were. But for the most part, I want to use different blocks to patch the holes. The sails I found look really good if you patch them with force field. Just because it looks similar, but not too similar, like it looks like a patched sail. So we'll need to patch the bottom with gray, and here, let's do some of this. I think these thrusters, though, we'll probably just put back as they were. Let's see, what goes here? Power blocks go here. That would explain why I was having trouble with power. And one goes here as well. Okay, we're going to need some pipes. And do I have a mass enhancer? Did I have a mass enhancer there? That's the kind of thing I would generally do, is put a mass enhancer, but I'm going to put a power block instead, because I would rather have a little bit extra power. It may have even just been a It may have even just been a regular, like, piece of hull, but I'm gonna put a power block. Okay, right here, I think this is a regular block. No, that one gets to be a power block as well. Okay, fantastic. And this has got to be a thruster for sure. Okay, underneath, let's see, we're missing a corner here. What should we patch? Let's use something that looks like metal, kind of metally. Let's use gray advanced armor. So it looks like a metal patch. You know, like it's just been fitted in and is patched. For this bit, I think we can get away with just using gray standard. I'm actually going to delete this as well, because that was just a support for the mining thing that we removed. So okay, so that was gone. We need gray standard hull for this. So this is all going to be wedges. Oh yeah, that looks great. It totally looks like we're patching, like we're making a patch in the armor with a different material. So that's exactly what I want it to look like. Alright, well, I'm going to patch this up, and I'll show you guys what it ends up looking like once we finish here. And a faction permission module there, and we'll put a Docker here, and that's pretty much it. We got one more block. There we go. So that's going to be it. Our ship's all patched up. Let's do one more quick look around just to make sure we didn't miss any parts. But I'm pretty sure it was all pretty centralized. We only got hit by one little missile, so maybe one big missile. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, okay. Here's another missing block. Let's fix this one. And there's our patch on the bottom. It does look, to me anyway, it does look like a patch job instead of just like a weird coloration thing. Especially with the damaged blocks around it, I think that really helps make it kind of look like this ship has seen some stuff, you know, like it's been through hell and back. For some of these other bits, oh, I need to put a piece of scaffolding here. For the scaffolding wedges, I found you can't really replace those with anything and still make it look good. But the scaffolding square pieces, you can replace with like grates or something, and that works. So I played that up a little bit, even more than was necessary on this side, just to kind of offshoot that. For the mast, I replaced them with pieces of scaffolding, as if it was just like a quick repair kind of situation. Oh, I need another wedge there. And so I feel like that works out really well. The sail looks awesome, patched with this force field. You know, maybe maybe we replace a couple more of these with actual sail, just so it doesn't look quite as tattered. It's kind of hard to fly around and look with this shipyard in the way being so small, but it's fine. So that's working out. I didn't really replace any systems. Let's see, is this door intact? So that door's whole, that's not a problem. I'm not really missing any systems, actually. The only place that really got damaged was right here, which fortunately didn't really have anything in it. I'm missing all the cargo spaces, but that's fine. I think what we might do is repurpose this into a jump shuttle and just expand the size of our jump drive in this space. Maybe move the teleporter forward to here, and then just fill this space with jump modules. That might be what we end up doing for this ship. But I'm not sure. I'm not quite clear on how we want to do that yet. This can go, and we can put something else useful there, as well as this salvaging machine. The salvaging computer. We don't need that either. What do we put there for now? I'm not sure. Let's put some decorative charts in this place, just because I like the movement on them. I think that looks good. And in the floor, let's just put a grate. Let's just put one of these. I think that'll be okay. Actually, let's do this. Let's put one of these instead. We'll put one more jump drive module to squeeze as much out of those jump drive modules as we can. For this, I think I had a wedge here before, in like a hull wedge instead of this metal mesh or metal grill. But I like the metal grill okay, so I think we'll leave that. Yeah, I think everything else is fine. Okay, so the next thing we do, the next step, now that we've got all of our kind of blocks placed and we know what blocks we want. Oh, there's some missing blocks too, actually, in the topsail. We need to fix that. Okay, but that's a quick fix. That'll be pretty quick and easy. We've already got force fields on the bar, and it's only 2 blocks, so we just patch them like that real quick. Very nice. Are we missing anything else? That's a weird spot to be missing only 2 blocks, so maybe we don't patch those? We wait until we get some serious damage on the topsail? I think let's do that. And we'll patch it with those later. For now, we'll just leave the bottom sail, because it's weird just having the 2 blocks there damaged when nothing else on the top is damaged. So, I don't know. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Oh, these consoles I want to remove. Oh yeah, I gotta be in build mode. I want to remove these because I figure they're the reason that I'm exiting the core out of the ship. It's not finding a reasonable place to put me, so because of those 2 consoles. So we're going to take those off. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is save this design just in case there's a problem because shipyards are super buggy. And then we'll try and build the thing. Obviously, we don't have all the blocks we need. And let's see. I actually have tried this a few times, and something is wrong with one of these blueprints. I think it's that one. Really, it doesn't really matter. So let's see. What do we do? Place order. And let's create a blueprint from design. We'll call this Assumptions 2, because I think I already have an Assumptions 1. Assumptions 1 would be the ship when it was damaged. So, alright, so now we've got a blueprint of it. So let's construct current design. We'll name the ship Misguided Assumptions. And hopefully it'll work okay for us and actually construct the ship. I've had a problem before where it won't let me name the ship that in the shipyard. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, so there are only a few items left in this chest, and these are the things that I clearly removed from the ship. So those are just like extra things that we can actually sell to a shop or put in our own shop. That's probably what I'll do with them. So those we can hang on to. But obviously we don't have all the blocks we needed because we just built a bunch. So here's what we're going to do. Let's go into Resource Statistics and View Info. So here is a list of all the blocks that we need. We can sort by progress so that any blocks that don't have any progress, obviously are here. And then I found a use for the logbook. So we're just going to take this down. It would be really convenient if I could open the logbook and have this open at the same time. But I guess since I can't do that, I'm going to resort to good old-fashioned pencil and paper. Pen and paper, actually, sitting here at my desk. And I'll just take down all of these numbers, and then we'll fly to a shop, see if we can't purchase these things. We'll probably just go in like a stick ship, like a core and a power and a thruster kind of thing. So, okay, let's go fill up this blueprint. Alright, so the closest shop, the closest safe shop, these shops are closer, but ultimately they're likely too close to this one might be a little bit closer. It doesn't matter, it's 2 jumps away. Check out my beautiful jump ship that I made. Isn't it fantastic? To get me from shop to shop. So yeah, we're close enough. Let's buy the things on our list. Cool, so that should be everything. Just for good measure, I'm going to sell all the jump drives I can. Both of them, see if I can't make my money back. And I actually turned a profit by fixing my ship. That's fantastic. Okay, now we're going to take my snazzy jump stick back to Botany Bay. and so that we can hopefully get our ship back in one piece. Cap, close the door. You heathen? Alright, so I've got the design loaded. Now is the time where we find out if I did my shopping properly and calculated. And by calculated, I mean counted. Basic math is hard for Lenscap sometimes. Okay, so I should be able to just shift-click all these into the inventory, and that'll build it. Here, let's do this. Place order. Let's go ahead and construct current design. We're going to call this one... we're going to call it the misguided assumptions, but there's like, the shipyard won't build it if I call it that right away, so I got to call it like something crazy. And I'm just going to do some like this. And then we'll name it the misguided assumptions through the faction block. Can't stop. Shift click Lenscap. That's the key control you want. Okay, but this should be all the blocks we need to build our ship. And then some, like that blueprint you won't need. And these things are going to be necessary, at least some of them. And hopefully that's all the pieces we need. One more good pull tick ought to do it. Gray hull and brown standard armor is all we need, and there goes the brown standard armor. Just need a little bit more gray hull. Oh, scaffold. You're kidding me, I need 5 pieces of scaffold? I don't have 5 scaffold. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Shoot, man, I'm gonna have to make another trip. I'm gonna have to go get 5 scaffold. I'm just gonna leave... I'm just gonna leave my ship here. Oh man, it has all the jump modules and everything. It's gonna take forever. Okay, I'm gonna go get 5 scaffold real quick. Okay, I got the scaffolding. Let's delete this ship real quick. We don't need this anymore. And I like gravity. I know it's kind of like you don't always want to be in gravity, but I like to be in gravity when there's the option in this game. I just feel like walking around on ships. I spend so much time just traveling from place to place in ship cores or building in build mode that anytime I get to spend actually in gravity on something, I appreciate. Okay, so anyway, all we need to do is dump these in here. And that should be all it needs. Oh, I need thrusters and power. Okay, I can supply a few more thrusters and power. Not a problem. Power, thrusters. I didn't look. How many do I need? Is that going to be enough? And I need a single jump module? Oh, you're kidding me. So I asked in the chat, and Bio said he'd bring me a jump module. So I guess here's God, he's got a behemoth of a ship so far. All I've got is this tiny little shuttle. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do something about the credits in shop situation. It's just way imbalanced right now. Like, I think this could potentially work once the player base. Yeah, that'd be great. I think the way we've got it configured now would work once the player base has kind of established an economy. But without an economy, we can't. Dude, your skin is cool. Cool skin, man. I like that. Hey, wait, don't go yet. Wait, don't go yet. Present for you. I'm just gonna drop him some credits, like, I'll drop him like 15,000 credits. That's a lot for just bringing me a jump module, so, but he had to fly all the way out here to neutral space. That Bio, he's a pretty good guy. He's on the server basically constantly, so he's always playing here, and I think that's awesome. We've got a really good community going on so far, with all the people who have joined up, so I'm really pleased with that. Okay, but the ship is finished, and in worse condition than it originally was, but better condition than it was at the start of the episode. So I'll take that. Let's undock ourselves so we can take a good look. Now that we're not constrained to that tiny little shipyard, we can kind of take a peek at our edits and see if we like them. Yeah, I like that. It looks patched. It doesn't look bad. I really like the way that it's damaged still. I think that's really cool looking. Cool. And now we're kind of transitioning from the public permission to the faction permission blocks on the sides, because we don't want just anybody docking to us. That could be a problem. Okay, let's rename the ship real quick. Enter faction signature, rename. And this is guided assumptions. Alright, so now our ship is named. Everything is right with the world, and we are ready to continue our adventure. But that'll have to wait for the next episode. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate all the likes and all the love and support that you guys have given me in the last couple episodes, and the last couple videos I've put out. Again, if you want to play on the server, check out the Discord in the bottom. It's for Twitch subs and patrons if you want to play. Until next time, though, stay tuned.